UAs. What can I say about this deck? I've played it for a very long time now, a couple years, probably since it came out in Duelist Alliance. I didn't really pick it up till New Challengers when midfield really hit the playing field. Get it? But it's been one of my favorite decks. I believe at its peak when the third set came out. I believe that's when I actually did really well with this deck. I think I did pretty good at locals a couple times. Didn't top too high, but I definitely was up there. It's a shitty deck, of course, but it's one of my favorite of all time. I think it's had its time playing, so I think I'm gonna retire the deck. Also, since the Noble Knight Link, which I wanted to put this in, is going up to like $30, and I don't want to pay for that. So yeah, that's pretty much the main reason. And the other reason is that I don't know, just respect for the deck. Oh yeah, and ROTA's at 1, so screw that. Anyway, triple midfielder, gotta play him at 3. He's probably the best UA in my opinion. He just does so much for you. He gets everything going. On top of that, during our player's turn, you can bounce another UA and bring out one from your hand, which is why it really tag teams good with Rebounder. Because whenever you special summon him during your opponent's turn, or normal him on your turn, you get to bring out UA out from hand or grave. So super nice there. 2 Slugger for the offensive, and 2 Dreadnought Dunker for the other offensive. Slugger is the OG great one because he just locks out stuff. But Dunker's nice because whenever your opponent takes battle damage with him, he gets to pop a card. Does target, but it's really nice when you have this with Stadium because he'll go up to 3k attack and he can really start doing some damage. Ash for defense, 2 Ace. I suppose you could side a 3rd. I like having 2. You can only negate during your opponent's turn, which really fucking sucks. But other than that, it's nice. It kind of spooks your opponent, which is cool. And you can always discard the trap, which you'll see in a little bit for him. So not bad there. The other defensive dude is Blockbacker. I choose to play him over Goalkeeper just because special summoning is really big right now, and it's nice to just change their battle position and cancel their effects. So that's why I play him. That does it for the UAs. Whoops. As for the secondary engine, I guess you could call it, I do the Vassals, 3 of the Landrobe and 3 of the Murtha. You can both special them fairly easily. They don't really have heavy requirements. They kind of lock out your extra deck, but it's UAs, so you don't really play an extra deck. And you get to do some fun stuff. Landrobe's like a Book of Moon. Murtha gives your opponent a token, but when you use her as a tribute, you get another tribute, so you practically get to use Stadium twice with her. And also I play her because she's a brilliant target, so woohoo. I guess one spicy tech card you could call it is Spell Striker. You can just banish the spell to bring him out, so it's another free monster you can bring out, and you can just poke for some damage. I guess that's really good when you go into time, because he just comes in the clutch. And yeah, he's just so easy to bring out, so why not play him? And as for the brilliant, I play Tourmaline. You could play Garnet, of course. Garnet. Oh, look at that. I have one right next to me. Look at that. Obviously, Garnet's powerful, or more powerful, just, higher attack. But, you know me and Thunders. I just gotta love me. Gotta have me and my Thunders. Anyway, that does it for the monster lineup. As for spells, we have to play 3 of the Stadium. Normally UA, Search. That's not once per turn, which is absolutely crazy. And then if you bring out a UA via special summon, your monsters can stack 5, which is cool. 2 terraforming to search it out. You can get it other ways, I suppose. And 3 terraforming kind of sucks in this build, so fuck that. Sighing Yield is broken because you can bring out any UA. Yes, you lose life, but who cares? I mean, that's just kind of the downside of a card this good. You can't use it for some extra deck stuff, but who cares? It's UAs. And then you can bounce it back and then summon it if possible, which is why you mainly want to use this with midfielder, because not only will we get the search, but it'll gain its effect, because this kind of negates the effect. 2 Jersey. I'm considering cutting this down to 1. You don't really need Jersey anymore. You needed it a while ago, but you can cut it down to 1. You can search it with a trap, like any UA spell and trap card. The last one for the spells is Turnover Tactics. Really good when you play an opponent who just goes in the extra deck a fuck ton, because you just play this, it spins back all their monsters, and if they go back to the extra deck, they can't bring anything out because this is main deck only. And this is really nice when you want to beat over your opponent, and also another really good combo with Rebounder. As for the non-UA spells, 2 instants. I guess you'll get to that. There is some of an extra deck. Obviously, Seraphinite, some other stuff, but yeah, the 2 Brilliants and the Lonely ROTA. Shaking my head. Just so sad it has to be a 1. As for the traps and the last 3 cards of the deck, it's just penalty box. This card's absolutely broken. If your UA monster battles an opponent, you can banish that monster for practically 2 turns. So, yes. Obviously, you can only do that once per turn. That's a hard once per turn. But you can banish this whenever you want, when it's in your grave. You don't have to wait a turn. You don't have to wait for your opponent to say anything. You just be like, yeah, I'm going to banish it. And you can search any UA spell card, which is absolutely awesome. Which is why Turnover Tactics is kind of good in that sense. But yeah, that does it for the main deck. As for the side deck, actually, whoops, I don't really have a side deck right now. But anyway, extra deck. Thousand Eyes, because instant fusion target, so why not play it? I don't know, steal a monster, sack with it. Obviously, Seraphinite for the Brilliant. 1 counter attack, gotta love me my Thunders. And you can play it, so, why not? 1 misses Radiant, I guess, for your Link target. If you really wanted to make a Link, just because it'll beef up all your Earth guys. And, of course, 1 Scarlight. That's going to do it for my UA deck profile. Sorry to see it go, but it's been such a fun deck. I'd recommend you guys try it out. It can still probably go a bit more, but yeah, that's pretty much going to do it here on out. Adios, guys.